All right, so let me quickly show you how to easily customize this Canva template, even if you're not a designer. So whether you're adding photos, changing text, or tweaking the overall layout of the template, you'll be able to make it your own in just a few minutes. My name is Uzo. I am the creator behind Triple U Creations. Let's go ahead and get started. So this newspaper is a celebration of life program newspaper template, and it's size 17 inches by 11 inches. For this particular product, we do have, I believe, 5 different sizes that you can select from. But we print this size, the 17 by 11 inches and the 24 by 18 inches. So if you want to end up printing in these sizes, just make sure that you select the correct size template, okay? Now, all our templates are formatted for printing. That's hence these like grid lines right here to make sure that your content stays within the printing and folding margins so that they look nice and pretty when they print. If you don't care to see them while you are customizing the template, you can head on over to File, Settings, and then you can check that off and it takes it right off, okay? Just make sure that when you are done customizing that you go ahead and put it back on just to make sure that if things have shifted, you can get it back in. Because then if you send it in for printing, some of your items that are like in this little margin here may get cut off, okay? Now, one little note here that I have for all of my templates is a recommendation that um, I personally do. So before I start editing, I typically like to duplicate my templates. You can either duplicate each individual template by clicking this duplicate page, but this particular design has like 3 spreads to it. So to duplicate all 3, I'm going to highlight all 3 and then hit this duplicate button, and then it duplicates all 3. And then I also like to put a page divider so that I know which one I'm working on and which one's the original, okay? I'm just gonna undo that because I already have some templates that I'm currently working on. So I'm gonna continue there because I don't want this template to be longer than it needs to be. There were just key things that I wanted to um, really touch on here. I'm gonna go ahead and edit this colored one right here. Um, Hopefully it will show up. And Canva is misbehaving, so I'm gonna refresh my screen and hope to God that it, okay. All right, let's get back here again. Please show. All right, perfect. Now, when you get this template, this frame is going to be behind this floral arrangement right here. So if you try to drag your photo in, it won't let you. Let me try and drag a photo in there. Yeah, it won't let me, and it will kind of drop it in the wrong way. So let me show you how to fix that. So to upload your files, head on over to upload, click upload, and you pick your picture from wherever you want it. And then when you click the picture and click open, it will populate your photo right here. I'm going to be getting my I'm going to be getting my photo from Canva. So I'm going to click here and kind of grab one of the ones that I use. Let me see. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Do, do, do. There's a really, really nice, pretty one that here I am not wanting to make this longer than it needs to be. Okay, so to get that frame where you can kind of drag and drop the photo and it pops in the right place, click on the frame itself, not the floral border. This is the floral border, okay? You don't want that. Click the, click the floral border, then move it to the back, 1 level, okay? You see how it brings the frame to the front. I'll show you again. Let's bring it forward. The flowers are kind of like over the frame. Move it back 1 step and it'll populate the frame for you. Okay, so that's kind of where you want it to be. Head on over to your elements, pull the picture in and drag it there. Now, if you pull your picture in and it kind of crops or cuts off certain parts of it, double click on it and then you can shift it around to where you want it to be. Okay. Now, another thing that I like to play with when it comes to photos are like just the filter. So here's some filters that I like to use. Um, so head on over to edit and then under filters, see all, and a couple that I like to use are the slate if you want black and white, or the Nimbus. I like this really soft filter. Okay. Now, don't forget to, I mean, you can print it this way if you want, but I like the frame to be kind of behind the floral. So I'm going to send it back one step. If you select this, it'll take it like all the way to the back of the newspaper, which is okay. But I just take it one step. Now, these florals, if you do want to print in black and white, you can also kind of edit it to be black and white. Same step you would use in selecting a filter, and then you would select the slate. Okay, I'm going to do that because I'm going to print I'm going to do everything in color for this. Okay, so every single part of this newspaper, like I said, you can customize, you can move things around. Another part that I'm also going to touch on is this little guy right here. So it's basically like a little translucent shape that I have over here just to give it that kind of soft look. If you try and put a picture over that, it will not be agreeable at all. So just a little reminder that if you want to pop a picture in this particular frame, you will need to pull this down and then it'll let you do that. Okay? Just an FYI. Okay? So that is pretty much it. A lot of these titles are grouped. So if you want to move things around, you can ungroup it and then you can move this bottom part like individually, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, and that is pretty much it. Like I said, I want to keep it short and sweet. This template does come with two front page options. So you have this one and then you have this one. Okay, so you can pick and choose which one you want. And this is the inner page with the order of service and the obituary and a little collage here. Now, when you are done printing, not printing, but customizing, if you want us to print your newspaper for you, and if you want the background options that we offer, which is the classic great background and the vintage, which is like a light tan background that we add to the newspaper before printing, it just gives it that authentic newspaper look. We do ask that you send us the link because it helps us to apply that background to your design. Okay, so make sure you're sending us the correct size one, and then when it comes to sharing the link, hit share. And then under access level, you want to select anyone with the link can edit. If you give me view or comment, I won't be able to do anything with your template, and I'll have to message you to give me edit access. Once you do that, copy the link and then email it to the email address in the listing for this product. And in the email, you want to make sure that your order number is the email subject. Okay, don't forget that so that I can tie your newspaper to the right order. All right, if you don't care for the background and you just want to print your design as is, you can send it to us via PDF. And here's how to do that. Under share, hit download. You want to download it as a PDF print. I'm not going to be downloading all of that. So I'm going to be downloading pages 11 and pages 13. Okay. And then if you have the Canva Pro, you'll be able to do this one without the charge. Otherwise, if you have the free account and if you try to download with this, they will want payment. Just FYI. So if you don't have it, just send us the link and we'll take care of it for you. Okay. Otherwise, just download. And I will show you hopefully what that looks like in a little bit, if we can do it in a timely manner. Where are you? Here we go. All right, so there is your newspaper, nice and pretty. And you see how everything like lines up with the margin. That way when we fold it, everything looks all nice and pretty. All right, so that's it. Super simple. I hope this helped you feel a little bit confident about using the template. If you have any questions or need any extra support, please feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to help. Like I said, everything in this template is easily customizable. You can take out like these elements and put in your own. Just make it your own and have fun doing it. If you love this template, do feel free to check out for more templates in our shop. We have a bunch of other templates too that you can customize on your own. Well, thanks for watching and take care. Bye.